Hey, now is Anthony with A&A Professional Services, and before we start this video, go ahead and join the New Wave Facebook group. The link will be in the description and in the comment section. How much should a mobile detail service cost? Some say $30, $40, some say $100. Then you have the people that are actually doing this service. What do they say? Is it $300, $500? Well, let me let you in on a little secret. Do you know that some people are willing to pay that or even more? Now, some of you are saying, I'll never pay $300 for a detail, and I completely understand. But understand this, some people live busy lives and have high demanding jobs that take most of their time. So whatever time they do have, they rather spend it doing the things they love, like spending time with their family, going to sporting events, and whatever else they're into. I used to have the same mindset as some of you. I didn't know what all went into running a business. I also didn't know what all went into a detail. I came into this game at a very low price of $20. That was in 2012. After a few months, I started to realize that the math wasn't mathing. I'd work all day, and although I could pay my bills, I always left the detail thinking I should have charged more. Honestly, I was afraid to charge more because I thought I'd lose the customer. In fact, I knew I would lose a customer if I simply raised my prices. Then one day, a potential customer called me inquiring about my services. After giving a price of $25, she asked, "Are you serious?" I paused, thinking to myself, was that too much? She then said, "I don't think you'll do a good job at $25. And I was quick to assure her that I would do a good job. So she agreed to let me do the job. I made it there. I did an amazing job detailing her Toyota Camry. She then told me I needed to charge more. She paid me, gave me a big tip. This wasn't the last time I was told this, but it was the first. It took almost 5 years before I raised my prices over $100. As my prices went up, I started to lose my initial customers. It appeared that they valued keeping more money in their pockets than to pay my services, or that a detail at that price just wasn't in their budget. So now my lowest price is $165 for a basic interior detail, and guess what? People are actually paying it with a nice tip. See, just like I said earlier, about the people with high demanding jobs, they would rather pay someone like me to take care of their vehicle. I have a customer who makes around $300 an hour. She pays me to do her vehicle so she can focus on other aspects of her life that are more important. If she took the time out of her schedule to clean her vehicle, she would automatically lose hundreds of dollars. She actually saves money by using my services. It's not always about the price. She could go with a cheaper detailer, but she chooses me because of consistency, trust, professionalism, and don't forget the great work. And I know this because she's actually told me this. Some of you would say that price is just way too high, and I get it. But for me, this is what I do to provide for my family. Plus, I have business expenses. I'm not trying to sell you guys. If you think my prices are too high, please go to someone who fits your budget. I won't take it personal. At $20, I was cleaning a lot of filthy vehicles with few tips. I'd be out there all day in the hot sun and wouldn't even be offered a bottle of water. Don't get me wrong, I've always had a cooler with water. At $300, they're offering me water, beer, coffee, food, and they check up on me throughout the appointment. Then they end the appointment with gratitude and a nice tip. It's hard to accept anything less. It feels good to be treated how you should be. When I began to charge more, everything started to make sense. My equipment lasted longer because I was doing less work. And when it needed to be repaired, I could afford it. Sometimes I'll just buy a new piece of equipment. Then I started getting customers at a higher price by being seen in those neighborhoods or by recommendations. It was a slow but steady growth. But my success came mostly from not quitting. I knew what I wanted, and I didn't let anybody change that. I stayed focused. I took people's advice when it was necessary. If I didn't ask for the advice, I usually didn't take it because it wasn't for me. Till next time, Shouts out to the new wave. Peace.